Do Facebook subscriptions work? Hi, I'm Lucy Griffiths, and about 5 years ago, I was beta testing Facebook subscriptions, and I had a Facebook subscription membership. And if you want to check out the video of when I first launched that, check out the link. Now, I will say that I no longer have a Facebook subscription. So that might tell you a lot. And you might at that point go, oh, well, I'm going to go away because she doesn't have one. But I just want you to hear why it didn't work, because it might help you with figuring this out. When I had a Facebook subscription, I was beta testing very, very early days. So literally, I was kind of in this thing like, yes, I'll have one. And then I get an email on the Thursday and they say, oh, we're gonna launch the Facebook subscription next Tuesday. I kid you not. So I was like, I'm gonna create some content. And the video that you will see is a video of me where it was like 2 o'clock in the morning and I was absolutely exhausted because I've been crazily working to build this Facebook subscription because I was not expecting it to happen quite so quickly. And then the launch didn't happen at the time I was expecting. So I think I was expecting like 8 p.m. in the evening, and then it got delayed, and eventually it went live at like 2 a.m. in the morning. And so there was all kinds of mayhem along with that. And so the thing with the paid Facebook subscriptions is that things have improved a great deal since that moment of launch. And in those early days, Facebook didn't have a payment system within house, and so we were externally having to get Apple Pay or PayPal to sort that out. And so now they've kind of incorporated that, and it's a very different beast from that perspective. But I would say that it was very hard for me to get the data, so the names of the people who were in my paid community. I had their Facebook profiles, but I didn't have their email addresses to join my email list. I didn't really have that knowledge and understanding of them. I couldn't email them about other products. I would try and get them, cajole them to join my email list, but Facebook controlled that data. And so this is the thing, that when you use Facebook as a paid subscription, you are outsourcing all of your knowledge, all of your business to Facebook in the hope that it's going to pay off, and you're giving them all of this. And what happens if Facebook suddenly, you were hacked and somebody cancelled your Facebook profile or assumed it as their own? It would be very hard for you to control that community and get access to Facebook, to get the support, to get help with all of this. Because I've seen many people hacked and they lose their identity and they lose their Facebook business page. Now, if you've built up a membership on Facebook, you don't have that same access to people. In the early days of building and beta testing, we did have a human who was really incredible, and she was lovely and really supportive, and I really liked her. But I felt like she was having to, behind the scenes, deal with all of these different people within Facebook, and she couldn't always represent our needs as business owners. And so that can be the really tricky thing, that when you're dealing with a big billion-dollar company that is pretty faceless, it's really hard to then actually get that support and the technical support, but also all of those other component parts that come into a membership. I have my membership on Kajabi, and if I need support, I can go to the help desk. I get pretty immediate response from Kajabi. If I don't like the customer service, I can move elsewhere. I control the data. And this is the thing. It is like renting versus, if you're renting accommodation versus owning. And the thing is that when you are renting from someone, you're paying them money, but you don't have any control if they're going to fix the roof, or they're going to repaint or change the kitchen. Whereas when you own, you have all the hassle of what's going on in that building, but it's yours, and it's your decision of what you do. And it's the same thing when you outsource, you are renting a space on Facebook and it's not yours to control. So after about a year of being with Facebook, I decided that I was going to actually move elsewhere. So what I did is I individually contacted various people in my membership and said I was going to move. Did they want to come with me? And some people came with me, probably about 2/3 of people came with me. And, so I lost 1/3 of people. That's a fairly chunky income stream that you're going to lose in the membership. But although I did that and it was painful for me to do, it meant that I controlled, all of the income. I wasn't paying out a percentage to Facebook. I wasn't paying out all of those percentages that Facebook take. Instead, it was my community, and I had complete control of what was going on with it and where we hung out and what was going on. And so I controlled that data. And it also meant that it was much easier to run ads to that, and it was easier to have it as part of other offerings. So I had, I could have my $19 course called Confident on Camera, and I could sell my membership on the back of that. And so that was, one of the big reasons for me to leave the paid community. But also, I just felt like there was a disconnect within Facebook. And about 6 months later, Facebook actually closed down the program and they said they weren't going to do paid communities anymore. I've noticed that they've now got them back again. So they're bringing back Facebook paid communities. And I think they must have seen, okay, we need to look at other business models, and they've seen how other paid communities have grown and blossomed on other platforms. So they want a chunk of the action too. And if you look at things like Substack, I'm sure they're looking there as well and thinking, well, we could do a kind of similar offering to Substack. And so that's the thing, that actually, they have recognized there is a definite business rationale. But for you to decide, do I want to be on Facebook? Do I want to be on this Instagram community? Actually, I think, you want to make a decision to say, what happens if I can't control that data? And so if you can't control that data, does that matter to you? What would happen if Facebook suddenly closed down your community? How would you respond? And if you decide, actually, I want to have a bit more control over my data, who signs up, how I communicate with them, who they are, then, you might want to look elsewhere. You've got to decide, you want the ease of Facebook and the fact that it's a big machine who does all the work for you, or are there other places that are better suited to you? Okay. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found it useful. I share lots of tips and strategies to help you build and grow your online audience. And if you want to build a membership, then I actually have a training program to help you build a membership. Check out the link below, and I can show you the easy steps to build your own membership that belongs to you. Thanks so much for watching. Bye 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 for now.